The Russian army attacked the defensive fortifications of the Ukrainian Defense Forces in several directions. The attacks were repelled. In Volchansk, in the Kharkov direction, no positions were lost. The enemy concentrated its main efforts on maintaining the combat capability of the forward units, moving additional personnel and evacuating its wounded. The press service of the Operational Tactical Group of Forces Khortitsa reported. It is noted that in the Kupyansk direction, enemy infantry attacks have been successfully repelled near Petrovpavlovka, Stepnaya Novoselovka, Peschanoye and Zagryzovo. The enemy is again trying to transfer personnel to the western bank of the Oskol River. The defense forces are taking measures to prevent its advancement and movement. In the Liman direction, the occupation army attacked near the settlements of Nadiya, Novomikhaylovka, Novoye, Yekaterinovka, Zelenaya Dolina, Kolodyazi and Torskoye. The enemy's assault actions were repelled. The enemy also unsuccessfully carried out offensive actions in the Serebryanskoye forestry, the report says. In the Seversky direction, our defenders did not allow the tactical situation near Ivano-Darievka and Belgorovka to worsen. After inflicting fire damage, the enemy retreated. It is also noted that in the Kramatorsk and Toretsk directions, the enemy carried out assault operations of varying intensity in the areas of Predechchino, Chasov Yar and Toretsk. No positions were lost. In the direction of Alexandropol, the enemy carried out an attack using BMPs and MTLBs. As a result of the battle, our defenders destroyed the enemy equipment. In the Pokrovsk direction, the aggressor army continues to attack with isolated use of equipment. Offensive actions of varying intensity occurred in the areas of Yelizavetovka, Novokrenka, Udachny, Novoalexandrovka, Kotolyarovka, Priobrazenka, Bogdanovka, Alexeyevka and Andreevka. To move its personnel to forward positions and to concentration areas, the enemy actively used 9 armoured vehicles and 3 cars. Due to the timely detection of enemy equipment, our defenders inflicted fire damage. As a result, the enemy's losses were 31 soldiers, 10 armoured vehicles, 3 tanks and 4 armoured vehicles were destroyed, as well as 2 cars. Another enemy tank was damaged. The defence forces did not allow the loss of position, the report says. In the Novopavlovsk direction, the enemy tried to break through our defensive lines in the area of Constantinople, Razliv and Bulatskoye. The attacks were successfully repelled. Iran would strike a British-American naval base in the Indian Ocean if it is attacked by the US. The Telegraph reported, citing an Iranian military official after Washington deployed long-range bombers at the strategic airbase. The Telegraph reported, Iran possesses adequate weapons for such an attack from its mainland, such as newer versions of the Khorramshahr missile that have an intermediate range and the Shahed 136B kamikaze drone with a range of 4,000 kilometers, Iranian state media warned, according to the report. Iran's Tasnim news agency reported that Speaker of the Iranian Parliament, Mohammad Bakr Kalibaf, addressing an Al-Quds Day event, said the Americans themselves are aware how vulnerable they are. If they violate Iran's border, it will be like a spark in the powder keg that would blow up the entire region. They and their allies' bases will not be safe. Diego Garcia, located in the middle of the Indian Ocean, is roughly 5,200 kilometers from Tehran. Multiple US B-2 bombers arrived at the island last week. With a range of 6,900 miles, the B-2 is the only stealth aircraft that can carry the GBU-57, a 30,000-pound bunker-buster bomb known as the Massive Ordnance Penetrator, the Wall Street Journal reported. It's an unusual deployment for the B-2. While Diego Garcia hosts Air Force bombers on a fairly regular basis, B-2s haven't spent significant time there since 2020. Last August marked the first time in 4 years that a B-2 even touched down there when a bomber made a quick, hot pit stop with its engines running, reported Air and Space Forces magazine. A British government spokesman on Saturday condemned Iran's threats in the strongest terms. The UK government continues to work with partners across the region to encourage de-escalation. The base on Diego Garcia is vital to UK and US security and plays a crucial role in maintaining regional and international security, The Telegraph reported, citing the spokesman. The US military has deployed the B-2 stealth bombers along with C-17 cargo planes and 10 aerial refueling tankers in the last few days. Defense industry outlet The War Zone reported, citing satellite imagery.
The Chinese military conducted large-scale drills in the waters around Taiwan on Tuesday as it again warned the self-ruled island against seeking independence. According to Associated Press, the joint exercises involve Navy, air, ground, and rocket forces and are meant to crush all plots and actions to split the motherland, according to Liu Zhengwei of Rocket Forces. China considers Taiwan a part of its territory, to be brought under its control by force if necessary, while most Taiwanese favor their de facto independence and democratic status. Taiwan's Ministry of National Defense said it had tracked 19 Chinese Navy vessels in the waters surrounding the island in a 24-hour period from 6 a.m. Monday until 6 a.m. Tuesday. It added that it had been tracking the movement of the Shandong aircraft carrier since Saturday and that the carrier group had entered into Taiwan's identification zone, a self-defined area tracked by the military. Taiwan and China split amid civil war 76 years ago, but tensions have risen since 2016, when China cut off almost all contacts with Taipei.